Okay, we're going live. You guys ready? This is going to be epic training. We have a very special guest too. I'm really excited about this training. We've actually put a bit of time and energy into this. So thank you for joining us. They say 80% of success is showing up. So I believe we're live. So, okay, let me just double check that the live is going. Yes. They say 80%. Awesome. Okay, so guys, welcome to the 10 steps to creating an irresistible core offer, not to be mistaken with the irresistible offer that people create on a sales funnel. If you're a coach, consultant, agency owner, and you want to be able to sell more of your service and make it so irresistible, so valuable that people must have it, you're going to love this training. This is brand new. This is advanced. Even if you're a beginner, you'll be able to utilize that. And we also have a very special guest. So I'm just going to share across the board. We're going to get going. If you're watching me on the Facebook, welcome. Comment if you're watching live or replay below. And if you're watching on Zoom, just comment as well the same, where in the world you are, what kind of business you have. That'd be awesome. And also, at the very least, I would love to hear what is your core offer, because I'm here to help you sell more of your core offer. Is it business coaching? Is it life coaching? Is it fitness coaching? Is it healing? Is it NLP courses? Is it hypnotherapy? Do you have a SaaS business? Do you have a social media agency? What is your core offer? Post it below, because in this training, I'm going to share with you how to sell. I'm going to show you how to make it so irresistible that more and more people are going to want to buy, which is why you're all here. Get the Facebook Live in here as well. Let's get that going as well. Elena on the Facebook, welcome. Jason, Janet on the Facebook. Where in the world are you? What kind of business you have? And I want to hear what your core offers are. We're going to dive straight in. There's not going to be any fluff in here. I'm almost going to do zero pre-framing, but I do want to see you guys interacting and participating because I want to see you guys win. Mary Anderson, welcome. Julie Thompson, Michael Scott, Nick, brother, good to see you here. Nick, branding coach from New South Wales, Australia. Sandeep, brother, good to have you here. We were doing these in the morning, but it's a better time for me in the evening. I'll be honest, I'm smoking a Cuban, sipping a rum, enjoying myself, spending time with people that I enjoy spending time with. Mary Anderson, business coach for Salon Spa Owners Victoria, welcome. Richard, France, public speaking. Awesome, brothers, good to see you here. Julie Thompson, NLP trainer, quantum business coach from Australia. Lisa Jowett, Sydney International Health, Mindset and Quantum Business Coach. Amazing. Nick Yemans, marketing agency, SaaS, software as a service, brand coaching. Branding is your specialty. Good to see you here, brother. Vicky Parker in the house, Ohio, USA. What's the time there? 3 or 4 a.m.? It's going to be early. Julie Thompson, munching on dinner. I can see you there, chewing away. Get it? Yeah. Business consult, Sandeep, business coaching to scale 10x without organic presence and master virtual events. Bro, awesome. Much virtual events, I think, are becoming even bigger. The bigger AI gets, I think the bigger virtual events will become. Michael Scott, business coaching agency owner. Scott Fox in the house, Brisbane, Australia. Managing healthy weight for life. Vicky Parker 4A. Not sure what that means. Kelly Kingston in the house. Queensland, resorts owner, providing holistic healing and wellness as well. On the Facebook, Victoria Jennings, welcome. Good to see you guys here as well. So, guys, coaches, if you can share this everywhere, share it on your wall, tag your followers, blow this up, because I think a lot of people need this. Who here is here because you want to help more people? Who wants to help more people by show of hands? Who wants to have larger impact? Yeah, there's suicides through the roof, depressions through the roof. People are struggling financially. People are in and out of toxic relationships. It's so much, it's crazy. We live in the most convenient time in the history of humankind, yet there's more suffering and pain than ever before. And the simple truth is if you're listening to me right now, and I know I talk fast, I know I'm intense, and you genuinely want to help people, the fact is if you can't get clients, you've got no one to help. So the purpose of this is how do we create our core offer in such an irresistible way that's so clear, so valuable, and has all the ingredients that we need that have conversions to the roof. In fact, I get a 92% conversion rate selling high ticket coaching. Who would like to know how I do that? Would you guys like to know that? Sandeep wants to know that, I can tell. Bro, I'm loving that background there, Sandeep. That's a cool background you got there. Kimberly, New Zealand, helping women leaders build confidence, succeed in their careers. Awesome. Just really quickly, what this training is not, it's not how to create a one-time offer or an OTO on the back end of a funnel and sell more digital services. This is about how to sell more of your services, coaching, consulting, agency services, healing, maybe if you're a healer as well. It's how to sell more of your services and the 10 steps to do that. Okay. Excuse me, we're going to dive straight in. Good to see you here. Yes, Kim, good, awesome. Oh, 4 a.m. Ohio time. Oh, wow. Yeah. I do want to take a moment to say thank you so much, everyone, for showing up and being here. As I say, 80% of success is showing up. So I'll make it worth your while. We have never done this training. Even the business coaches have not seen it in this in depth before. So we're going to go a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole. If you're a business coaching client, where's our business coaching clients? Yeah, we help you set up your pitch decks and your sales SOPs. This is not in the portal. This is not in the program. It's not anywhere. You've never seen this before. Brand new information that I and we have never ever shared ever. So you're all going to learn something new. Excuse me, my goodness. Janet, 1 a.m. Oh my goodness, it's up late. Elena, how to launch a podcast with AI technology. Nice. Add people to that mix. Yeah, add people with AI. Oh my goodness. AI won't replace humans, but businesses that use humans with AI will replace the businesses that don't, 100%. Yeah, because that personal touch. Good to see you. Also, we have a very special guest. It's not just going to be me talking. Throughout this webinar, we're going to have a very special guest. This man has had a lot of success online. He's an agency owner. He's an international quantum business coach with us. He's got experience with affiliate. He's mentored over 50 affiliates. He's been a guest speaker on top-ranked affiliate program. So he's experienced in affiliate marketing, affiliate system, SaaS, software as a service, agency services, and business coaching. And he has a broad spectrum, like I do, to be able to share with you how to be able to create an irresistible offer. Again, a lot of people use the term irresistible. I think of it as a ridiculous offer. I want it to be so ridiculous. People are like, is this too good to be true? That can't be the right price. How would you like to be able to get on a sales call and when you go through your pitch deck, your process, and your offer, people are like, is this for real? That can't be true. Is that right? Would you like that? That's what you want to create, right? So we're going to show you how to create that. And I'm going to have my special guest, our special guest, Michael, in a moment come on board. Before we dive in and begin, just a couple of quick things. We do a lot of free events, but we're cutting back on the amount of events. We're only going to be doing a webinar once a month, workshops once a month. But for those that want to go deeper down the rabbit hole and really want to build a big business, I want to encourage you guys to build 100K months. Yeah, feel free to interact on Facebook Live. I've got the Facebook Live happening as well. I'm actually multitasking. Ladies, some men can multitask. Okay, so I'll interact on the Facebook Live and the Zoom as well. So feel free to say hi. So two events quickly rather, that are coming up. First of all, next weekend, who would like to be able to get in front of more of the right people online? Who would like to be able to do that? By show of hands. Do you guys like that? Mary wants that. Yeah, awesome. So attention is one thing, engaged attention is another thing, but being able to turn attention into leads and clients is another thing. We have an amazing organic attraction marketing system. We generate over 300 leads a week. We book 200, 300 sales calls a month. We sign 10 to 15 clients every single week. No ads. Who would like to learn how we do that? Would you guys like to know how to do that? Yeah. If you're interested to know more, next weekend I'm doing a free live workshop. It's going to go for about 2.5 to 3 hours, completely free. I'm going to share my entire attraction marketing system. No cold calls, no cold DMs. People coming. Who would like people coming to your email inbox, to your DM inbox? People contacting, calling you, coming to you. Would you guys like that? I'm going to teach you my full attraction marketing system for free next weekend, next Saturday, the 13th at 8 a.m. Australian Standard Time. This is compulsory for business coaching clients, and also all of our VAs are there. So if you're hiring a VA through us, they will be there. You'll be able to interact with them. This is the workshop. Who would like to learn more about that workshop? You guys like to learn more about that workshop? Yeah, for those that do, I'm going to post the link in the Zoom chat now. I'll post the link in the Facebook Live after. The other event that we've got coming up shortly is one of the biggest events we've ever done. We've only done it twice before. Who's heard the saying content is king before? Have you guys heard that saying? Content really is king. The problem is most people don't know how to create content that is leveraged, that doesn't take a shitload of time and also actually gets you clients. You know, most people do content based on what they want to talk about or what they're resonating with. But the key is to be able to create content that gets you clients. So later this month, in 3 weeks, I'm doing the free 5-day social media content creation challenge on the science and the art of content creation. where we're going to do a 5-day blitz for content creation. And I'm going to show you how to get 1 to 200 leads. Yeah, and book 15, 20 appointments and get 5 clients completely free in a free 5-day social media content creation challenge. We'll have myself coaching you, guiding you, doing daily lives. It's got a VIP special invite only group and more. I'll be reviewing everyone's work and giving you feedback. I'll teach you the science and the content of what to post, when to post, how to use calls to action and more. Plus, Lisa, Michael, and Julie, our 3 international business coaches, were there to support you. Hundreds of online entrepreneurs all across the globe who would like to be able to be a part of that or learn more about that. Would you guys like to learn about that? I'm going to post the link now in the Zoom chat. Be sure to register for that now. If you're watching on the Facebook Live, the link will come through after. If you're watching on YouTube, Victoria, yes, coming your way. We'll follow this up after this. If you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a link in the description, right? Yeah, awesome. Again, if you're hiring a VA through us, it's compulsory for your VAs. They'll be there doing it with you to create omnipresence, to get you more attention. I'm going to teach you how to get that attention into leads. And okay, your Facebook guys are going up. All right, cool. Awesome. But now we've got the events out of the way. Let's dive straight in. Okay. And let's talk about creating an irresistible offer. Who would like to be able to increase your conversion rates when you get on a sales call and sell more? Would you guys like that? Would you guys like? Yeah, awesome. I have a quick question for you. I want to involve you and I want to get you guys engaged and participating. Okay, because it's crazy to me right now. I was speaking to Julie about this a couple of hours ago. So many people are struggling financially, health challenges, illness, relationships. And it's like, all I know, if we don't have money issues, it does solve a lot of problems in our life and we have more solutions, right? I want to see all of you making more money. I want to see all of you making a larger impact. And one of the greatest ways to do that is to refine not only your sales SOPs, but also your core offer that you get on a sales call and you sell whatever that might be. So I want to ask you a question and I would like to invite you to engage and participate. It makes no difference to me, but if you do, some people say the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. I don't know about you, but I make love and eat very different. But it's a good statement because I think, when we make a decision to go all in, to play all out, to do things in a big way, that's when we think big, we achieve big. So I want to invite you to participate and engage, okay? Hannah, good to see you here. So I have a quick question for all of you on the Zoom, the YouTube, and the Facebook. Like, what makes your business coaching or your life coaching or fitness coaching or your SaaS business offer, your agency offer, your healing, what makes your offer irresistible? Like, what do you think makes it irresistible where people are like, damn, I have to have it? What are some things? Like, give me some idea. No, no right or wrong, no pass or fail. I just want to create some. Juliet, good to see you here. What makes an offer ridiculously, magnificently irresistible? Sandeep, outcomes and transformation. So results, 100%. In fact, we often talk in our program about the 3 metrics of retention, and one of them is results. If people get massive results, they stick around. Elena says more value than investment. Nice. Return on investment. Victoria, value, extra courses, great tools. I agree. By the way, as you're sharing, if you feel like this is useful for your audience, feel free to share this live on your wall or tag people or invite people. It's free. Okay. I just want to help as many people as possible. It's crazy to me how many people are struggling. Mary, the values, strategies, Nick, I've shared on my profile. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Nick, the capacity to promote yourself effectively, efficiently in a competitive market, stand out, attract more leads more often and convert. Richard, trust. Yeah, overcoming blocks. I like that. Kimberly, it's beyond what they want. It's, yeah, above and beyond. I like that. The golden rule. Michael solves a burning problem. Jay, coach how to apply to your agency. For sure. Janet, transformation, results, serving. Yeah, awesome. I agree. So I'm about to share with you 10 steps. I've been creating offers for over 20 years, offline, online. I've been online full time for 14 years last week. I built my business coaching business to 7 figures. I built my fitness coaching business 7 figures, built affiliate marketing business 7 figures. and I built my agency to 7 figures. I've had a large range. I've even built top ranks in network marketing. So I understand offers, making them irresistible, and selling them. Here is my belief around the 10 steps to creating a ridiculous, irresistible offer. If you're in the business coaching program, I encourage you to grab pen and paper and take notes, and for you to approach it from the perspective of what have I not yet done? What is not yet included in my offer that's missing? What are the holes that you need to plug? For those of you that are not in a business coaching program, or maybe who's never seen me at my presentation? Who's never been to any of my trainings? I think maybe a couple of you. I know I'm intense. I know I talk fast. I talk fast and deep. 2 reasons. One, dude, I bloody love what I do. Number one. Number two, I want to squeeze in as much value as possible into this call. There's people out there charging thousands for what I'm about to give you. Okay. I've made tens of millions of dollars online and more before that offline. Not sharing that to impress you, to impress upon you. I understand offers and I understand selling. So I would encourage you to whip out pen and paper, take lots of notes, and review your offer afterwards and apply the things that you see fit that resonate with you. I guarantee none of you, not even Michael, Julie, and Lisa, our business coaches, have applied everything I'm about to share with you. And for those that we've helped create pitch decks for, I guarantee there's stuff here that you're not yet doing. So Sandeep, solve urgent, then important problem first and help solve it. Yeah, nice, brother. I agree. Kathlina, welcome. Chandrika. Is it Harvey? Coach, how to apply to your agency. Is it Harvey? I feel like I said that right. Obnoxious Aussie. Good to see you guys. You guys on the Facebook, where in the world are you? And what's your offer? I would love to hear. If you guys can tell me your offer, I can maybe personalize as well. If we have a bit of time, we might do a quick Q&A at the end. What I'm going to do now is I have one basic slide for each of the 10 steps. I'll share the step with you. I encourage you to take notes. I'll delve deeper. And then we're going to bring our very special guest speaker on, who's going to give his thoughts on each of the steps as well. And we're going to go from there. I'll be honest, I do have a ridiculous offer for just 2 of you at the end of this call. 2 of you are going to take up that offer. If it's not for you, great. If it is, cool. I'm going to sell some of you something. Okay. If you have a problem being sold to, how the heck are you going to sell something? Very affordable, ridiculous value, and you'll notice I'm going to use all of the tools I'm about to share with you. Carly, good to see you here. Have a coach. Where can I send my resume and portfolio to apply to your agency? For what role, brother? What role do you want to apply for? Okay, so let's dive in. So I'm actually going to deliver these in what I believe to be sequential order. Like this is the first step. So let's say I wake up and, Mom, I'm going to be a business coach. And I decide to be a business coach. I need to create my program and my offer. What's the first step? Here's what I believe to be the first step. Is there different ways to do it? Maybe, probably. Is it the best way? Maybe, maybe not. Is it the fastest, most effective way? I'm going to say yes, from the perspective of making an offer where people struggle to say no to. I've gotten to a point, Sandeep, people don't say no to me in my offers. I never get no. You know what I get? I get people to say yes and then they disappear. That's how hard it is to say no. Who would like that problem? Right? Now, you can't control what you get. You can't control someone showing up to the appointment. You can't control someone saying yes and buying. You can't control somebody not quitting or quitting. You cannot control those things. You can only control the elements that we're going through now. Irresistible, it will be ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to make it more ridiculous because you're here, Julie, as well. So here's my belief on the 10 steps. Step number 1. Harvey, bro, send me a DM, please. Step number 1. I have a ridiculous offer. I've launched I'm going to use business coaching because it's nice and tangible. I'm doing business coaching. I'm creating an irresistible, ridiculous, magnificent offer that people just can't say no to. The first thing is I need to grab their attention. If you're not focused, if you're not paying attention, it's not going to matter because it's going to go, women. When you speak to men, it goes in one ear and what? It goes out there. So you've got to capture their attention. You know the best way to get someone's attention, Mary? I just did it. You say someone's name. If I say your name, Sandeep, oh, he's talking to me. Michael. So you say their name verbally, but you've got to capture their attention visually. You've got to capture their attention. Who just looked at the screen, looked at the left, looked at the right, looked back at the left, and was like, try to work out what's going on. Who else just did that? Be honest, yeah. So this is a photo of like a chick with a guy's bum, and on the left is cleavage, but that's not cleavage. That's a bum. right? This is like you're like paying attention. It forces you to pay attention. You guys know with social media and creating content, people scroll through the newsfeed. We've got a pattern interrupt. We're going to capture their attention. An offer is the same. If you don't have their attention, doesn't matter what you say, it will go in one ear and out the other. Doesn't matter what you show, they're not focusing. I want them watching the screen and listening intently. So the way you do that, I believe, is you do that verbally by using their name and using their verbiage, using their model of the world, using the words that they speak, using their problems and goals, using their language, the things they've told you. Feel acknowledged, number one. Number two, visually, you need to show them something on the screen that causes them to pay attention. Who agrees that this doesn't look very professional? It's not very flashy. In fact, it's the worst and terrible slide of all the slides. But who will agree it got your attention? It got you looking and focusing and trying to work out what's going on. Who agree? Yeah, by show of hands. So it doesn't have to be flashy, it doesn't have to be professional, it's just got to capture their attention. Big, bright, name of the program, whatever it might be. So number one, we've got to grab their attention. Michael, brother, I'm going to grab you and add a little bit here. We've got Michael Scott, I've already shared with. Michael Scott is one of our top international business coaches, agency owner, and successful online marketer. Bro, what would you like to add about grabbing people's attention with an offer?
Headline. I think when I talk with a lot of people and people on this call is their headline. You know, you've got a very short window to kind of grab your attention. So that headline has to grab by the throat when you're kind of putting your offer in front of it. If it doesn't grab them by the throat, you probably lost that, you know, that lost that impetus of kind of they want to know more about, you know, how you can help them. So look at the copy in terms of your headline, that it kind of grabs them by the throat.
I love that saying grab by the throat because it's so visceral. I'm like, oh, he's grabbing me by the throat. Like that there captures your attention. It gets you thinking. Headlines are super important. As a part of the visual, you might have your logo and a headline. So like our headline for our program is how to build to $20,000 a month in your online coaching business. Who would like to build your online business to 20,000 a month? Who would like to be able to do that? You guys like to be able to do that? Yeah. So, oh, I want that. We want people to look, capture their attention, listen, and go, man, I want that. Michael, how would you like to build 20,000 a month or add 20,000 a month in the next 6 months? Boom, visual, visceral, like you just used, also verbal. That's very smart, man. Thank you for sharing. I really love this photo. It's quite funny, actually. Step number two. I know it's one of step number two is no, it's not for those reasons. Step number two, I know is one of Michael's favorites. Kathlina from UAE, good to see you here. Lunchtime over there, just after. Thank you for joining us. But at the end of the day, all of us are doing one of two things. We're helping people solve a problem, or we're helping people get what they want. Now, a lot of people, we've all heard the saying, you help enough people solve problems, you'll get, help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want, all these kind of sayings. For me, yes, I want to solve problems, but I think problems are normally the smaller or the micro part of the goals. Because if all we're doing is helping people solve problems, we're just kind of putting out fires all day, every day. For me, I would much rather help people live their dreams. Now, you want to do both and bridge the gap. But when you're focusing on your offer, let's look at what we've all heard before. Who's heard the saying before? Right? That you don't sell the features, you sell the benefits. You've all heard that, right? So you can share features with your program, which is important and it'll create clarity. But we all know that people make decisions based on emotion and justify with logic. So people want to feel acknowledged. If we get on a sales call with Mary, Mary feels acknowledged, then she's going to be listening, she's going to be attentive. But more importantly, there's 3 or 4 big questions that people have online. Who knows what the biggest question people are asking? Or in their mind on the sales call, what's the biggest question people are asking? Like you get on a sales call and you're closing, who knows what the biggest question is? It's not, do I like you? Do I trust you? These are important. Michael says, will this work for me? Exactly. Can you help me? Mary, can you actually help me? Is this going to work for me? Michael, can you help me? Is this going to work for me? What's in it for me? Yeah, that's important as well. But the biggest thing is, can you help me? And what Michael just said, like what Michael said, is exactly the same. Is this going to work for me? Who's tried coaching programs that didn't work for you before? Who's bought courses didn't work for you before? Who's bought shit didn't work for you before? We all have. Hired VAs, appointment setters, sales team, courses, coaches, everything. We've all done it. And then we project that, right? So is this going to work for me? Can you really help me? And so what we actually do here is we work out what are the biggest problems for our audience or our avatar that keep them awake at night. And here is a key. And if you study NLP, you will like this. Most people don't teach this and haven't heard this. When creating an avatar, a lot of people will get you to write down what are the problems of your avatar, what are the problems of your audience that keep them awake at night. But here's the truth, Nick. It's not the problem that keeps them awake at night. Do you think money is keeping people awake at night? It's not. It's not. It's not lack of money. Do you think being overweight is keeping people awake at night? No. Do you know what's keeping people awake at night? It's called the meta problem. If you work out what is keeping your clients awake at night and the problem that causes, and you approach that, that's a game changer. So, for example, if I ask you, Mary, what's your biggest challenge right now? What's keeping you awake? And you say, well, I'm struggling financially as an example. It's not that. It's the problem that's creating. So maybe the financial hardship is creating challenges in your relationship and you're looking at divorce. That's the real issue. So this is where you need to work out what is the meta problem keeping your avatar awake at night. That problem that's causing, that's what you want to do. If you work out the top 3, 4, 5 things of that, and you get to the bottom of that in the offer, it'll change everything. But you want to switch people's focus because pain is a powerful motivator. Pain is the number one motivator that leads us to making a decision. When the pain of our current situation becomes greater than the journey we must embark upon to make the change, will we make a change? I've worked with over 30,000 people to lose weight and body transformation in my journey. And it's hard to lose weight. But do you know what led to people making a decision to lose weight? It wasn't they looked in the mirror and were upset. It's that they went out with their grandchildren at the playground and they couldn't play with them because they were too tired and exhausted and not fit enough. You've got to get to the bottom of that. Okay. Now that's what will lead to the decision, but then you also need to look at the highest goal. Like if I said to you, Mary, if you could achieve anything this year and nothing else, and we just did that one thing, and I could prove to you and instill unwavering belief in you that together we can do that, how likely are you to move forward? How irresistible will the offer become? Oh my God, this is what I need. No one's given me this before. He understands, he gets it. So you've got to do both. You've got to understand the meta problem, not the problem that's keeping them awake at night, but the problem that's causing, and the highest goal, the dream. I want to take my kids to Disney. I want to publish a book. I want to launch a charity. Like, quick question for all of you. If I could help you achieve anything in your life, what's your number one biggest goal in life right now? Just post that in the Facebook or the Zoom and focus. Once you deal with the pain, once you deal with the problems, you deal with that, you plug the holes, you switch the power dynamic and focus on that. It's a game changer. What's everyone's biggest goal or dream right now? I want to hear that. Elena, will they be able to do that? Yep. Dr. Scott, you say financial freedom, but we need to really specify that. Like, what's the number? Is it passive? How much per week? So you might go, well, I need $5,000 passive per week. Okay, great. What am I going to do with that $5,000 a week? You got to then, you go, this is the dream or the goal, reverse engineer it, create a plan, and you start to manifest that, yes, mentally, but physically create the plan and do the work you need to achieve it. So when people say financial freedom to me, that's so vague. People say, I want more money. Tony Robbins used to say, here's $1, get out of here, right? Russell, good to see you. Your biggest goal or your dream. Michael, brother, what would you like to add to that? I know you're all over the burning problem thing. You want to expose that? You want them to feel the pain and the, yeah? Tell us about that, buddy.
Yeah, it's kind of you're agitating the pain. No one, you're moving people from pain to pleasure. It's like you've got to agitate the pain for get people to take action. So you've got to dig into that pain to kind of move people to take action. So your offer needs to kind of meet people where they're at, but it needs to kind of solve that burning problem. I call it like a Rome is burning problem. If it's not a big enough problem, no one's going to take action. So a lot of people are playing small because they haven't really got down to that burning problem. They're playing
Truth is,
maybe
it's
in a
gonna hurt.
small
The
problem.
truth is, it's gonna hurt people's feelings, right, bro?
That's right.
Because people think denial is just a river in Africa. Yeah. It's like who's done like Julie, remember doing personal training? I can't tell you how many people like that cried. We'd sit down and do a consult, talk about weight loss. Because people suppress their emotions and just go, it's okay. And they settle for average. As coaches, as agency owners, as service providers, it's our duty to hold a mirror up to the face and go, look, you're fat, you're broke, you're this. Now, you don't have to say that, right? But it's about asking powerful questions. So they extrapolate. What Michael's talking about is we want to ask powerful questions that draw from the unconscious into their conscious. So they become consciously aware of, you know what? This is unacceptable. I hate my life. I hate the way I look. I hate the way I feel. I hate my bank account. I hate that I can't provide for my kids the way I want to. I hate my relate, whatever it might be. And that's what Michael's talking about. And we do that through powerful questions. You've got to create that pain. The more pain you create, the more likely people will be to make a decision to take action. And so, yeah, I love that. Victoria, thanks for sharing. 15,000 graduates in your college? That's amazing. I love that. Scott, 100K passive income. Nice. So the offer must solve their burning problems. Think of problems. And most people don't sit down and work this. Here's my suggestion. Sit down, make a list of the 5 biggest problems that keep your avatar or your audience awake at night, your dream client. Then next to that, write down what is the problem that causes. Focus on that. All your content, all your events, all your webinars, all your books, all your ebooks, you offer everything. You do that, it'll be a game changer. Step 3, create massive clarity. Okay. Who's heard the saying before, a confused mind's in an active mind? Who's ever gotten on a sales call with someone and they went through the offer and you're so confused, you had no idea what's going on, you didn't buy? Who's ever been there? You guys been there? There must be clarity. The more clear, because when you get on a sales call, let me get on again. Hey, Aldwin, how you going? Good to see you. David, you get on a sales call, right? And you go through your offer, but they don't understand what's going to happen if they move forward. They don't know what to expect. They're not going to feel clarity because whenever you get on a consult or appointment to sell your service, have you guys noticed, especially in the coaching space, in the beginning, people don't have a lot of belief. If you're a business coach, they've spoken to 3 coaches and failed. If you're a fitness coach, they've had 3 personal trainers. You're a healer, they've had 3. So people have experiences, negative experiences, and they project those. The more clear people feel, the more likely they will be to decide. And there's a couple of components. It's called the format system. Who you are, what's going to happen in the program or in the service and over the upcoming weeks. How is it going to work? Okay. And what will happen if I follow the program? What will happen if I don't? So who, how, why? Oh, the why as well. Why should I do this? The who, the why, the how, the what, and the what if. If you can answer those questions and they feel clear and certain and you build their belief, this is what's going to happen in the onboarding. This is what's going to happen next week. This is what's going to happen within 3 months if you follow the program. Future pace the clarity so they feel this sense of certainty because when they feel certain, they'll take massive action. I cannot tell you how important this is. So I mystery shopped 10 million plus a year businesses in February. In February, I did a mystery shop appointment setting and sales calls for 7 companies in Australia, all doing 10 million a year. 4 of them did not have a visual aid or a pitch deck. 2 of them didn't even sell to me. 3 of them didn't confirm. I was blown away. Not one call did I get off knowing exactly what the hell was going on or what would happen. Not one. It's a conundrum. It's a problem. Michael, bro, what would you like to add about creating massive clarity?
Um, well, once you have massive clarity, it's easier to sell. Think about kind of when you are getting on a call and your prospect is confused. Then you have to kind of like try to convince your prospect that you have the solution for them. That's a hard thing to do. So you should be getting massive clarity that people coming on, and when they want to know about your offer, then they're taking them through the journey of that offer in your pitch deck. It's a much easier sell. But that's what getting real clarity. But that goes right from knowing who you're serving at a level that kind of that person's in the room with you, and you are meeting them where they're at with an offer that is clear as crystal.
I love that. Who's ever done a sales call where it felt like you kind of had to convince them and they signed up, but either one, they weren't all in and didn't do the work, so they failed, or two, they quit really quickly? Who's ever experienced that? A big part of that is a lack of clarity. That's a big part of that. Yeah, I can sell anything to anyone and I can push, but who would rather lifelong customers? Who wants long-term customers? Yeah, I want to help you guys long term. Who wants to be making money in 10 years online? Yeah, we all do. Unless there's a zombie apocalypse, there's no economy or something happens, we all do. So when you approach your offer, don't try to convince. Okay, if I get on a call, Michael's my prospect, he has to convince me why I should choose to work with him. It's the other way around. So clarity is a big part of that. So, brother, I love that. Thank you for sharing. Step four, we all know this one, increase perceived value. So the key to increasing perceived value is whenever you put a dollar figure on time, you devalue time and therefore your service. What's more valuable, time or money? Who would agree time? So in the olden days, people would sell coaching per hour, $100 per hour, 200. That doesn't work. You want to sell in package or membership or subscription form. So when someone signs up, they get this bundle of things. You get this, this, and this, and this, and you value stack. You value add and you value stack. So when you're presenting your offer, I would write this down. You want to have between 8 and 12 bullet points of what you get. You're going to get a 30-minute coaching call every week, access to a mastermind. You're going to get a customer service manager, access to an online portal. We have a monthly group call for all of our clients. You get this, 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 and this, and this, and this. You want to add so much value before you get to the price that Mary's like, man, this is going to be expensive. And when I get to the price, Mary's going to be like, really? That's all it is? That's the key to increasing perceived value. And you do that in that format. The way you deliver that value is to say, this is the feature, and you show the feature, but then you verbally express the benefit because everyone wants different benefits. So, Michael, you're going to have a 30-minute coaching session every single week. You've told me that accountability is one of your biggest challenges. That's going to keep you accountable. You're also going to get, and that's how we do it. So we share the feature, we stack the value of the feature, we show them that, but we also verbalize the personalized benefit. I want to say that again. When you're value stacking, ever, you could be having a conversation with a girl to go to watch a new movie. Hey, Deadpool 3 is coming out. Who's going to watch Deadpool 3? I don't know together. Hell yeah, Deadpool 3 is coming out. You don't know what I'm talking about. You might as well jump off the cliff. No, Jake. Deadpool 3 is coming. You gotta stack the features and then verbalize the benefits for that person. It's influence 101, if that makes sense. Yeah. Between 8 and 12 bullet points. Why? The conscious mind can hold 7 plus or minus 2 chunks of information. So having 8 or more fills in the conscious mind, so their mind is full with what? Some of the value. Yes, I want to overwhelm you with value. I want you to be like, that's a lot of stuff. If that's too much for people, they're not the right client. You want dream clients that want the value. I want to overwhelm you with value. I want you to be like, damn, who agrees that's a paying client that we offer ridiculous value? I don't know anyone in the world that offers the amount of value we do. We offer, if you become a business coaching client, you get free VA services. We can do a monthly group call. We get access to an online portal, a mastermind, to get a customer service manager is incredibly valuable. Michael, bro, what would you like to add to that? About
Just what you said, Jason, kind of the increased value of your terms of VA services, kind of funnels, whatever. You're adding so much perceived value, it becomes a no-brainer decision. And you want to be thinking about your own offer in terms of how do I add bonuses that are so good within my core offer, they're actually better than your core offer. Kind of like, and they're getting this for free. say, hey, you got a bonus, and that it's, if they went out to the market, it would cost them, more to kind of get, and you're putting that in your offer. Then you have a very high perceived value. So think about bonuses that you can put in your core offer.
If you look at a lot of the top guys now, they give their best stuff away for free. A lot of us do because most people won't implement it, and it's only a piece of the puzzle. It's not the entire jigsaw, like when you join the program. So for me personally, I want to give tremendous value. So what a lot of people make the mistake of that have a scarcity mindset around money when they're starting because they don't have a lot of revenue, they want to separate things and charge extra for things. But let me ask you a question. Are you focused on how much somebody's paying you now or over a lifetime? Which is more important for a business?
Lifetime value.
Lifelong revenue. So let's look at a coffee shop. Who's the most important customer at a coffee shop? The person who goes once or twice, or the person who goes every day? It's not a trick question. It's not rocket science. It's like basic 101 business, repeat business. You want to create a lifelong customer. Like those that join us for the higher VA through us get 3 1-hour strategy calls with me. We go like the amount of like we make no money in the first 3 or 4 weeks when you hire a VA through us. All the money goes into you or the VAs or the orphanages because we want to create lifelong customers because we actually care and want to help people. So don't get caught up in trying to make money very quickly short term. Focus more on adding value, helping them get a result, connect with them, build trust, and create lifelong customers. For most of you, who would agree if you got 5 new customers right now, they'll be life-changing. 5 new clients, 10 new clients. For most of you, that would be life. That'll cover your business. Yeah. So think like that. Don't think short-term. I used to make the mistake of doing that. So Michael Bro, thanks for sharing that. I love that. Yeah. Think long-term and lifelong. Step number 5. Okay, we've built, we've uh we've got their attention, they're paying attention, we're focused on the pain and the pleasure. They're very clear on the who, the what, the why, the how, the what if. We've increased a ridiculous amount of value. At this stage, they're going, damn, Sandeep, man, this must be expensive. We want people going, this is going to be a shit ton of money. You want them thinking that. So when you get to the price, they're like, is this real? This can't be real. You want that thought, right?
Mhm.
So step 5 is you want to give payment and temporal options. What does that mean? Temporal means time. If people have a false sense of choice, they feel like they have more freedom and that's their idea. If I say something, it means one thing. If you say something, it means everything. Joe, good to see you here. If I tell you something, that's the difference between a teacher and a coach. A teacher will tell you what to see, a coach will show you where to look by asking questions. Powerful salesperson, a powerful coach, a powerful appointment setter, powerful leader directs people's thoughts, evokes emotion, leads them to action through powerful questions. So a lot of people make the huge mistake of just, so many people in the coaching and high ticket space are like, charge as much as you can, charge up front, get all that money. 2 things. Number 1, does that create consistent income? Would you rather consistent income or inconsistent income? Who would rather consistent income? Number 1. Number 2, would you rather a massive injection now or a consistent amount over a period of time? And perhaps massive injections over time because they're purchasing other products and services because you built the trust and they're hanging around. One is going to make you a lot more money. Again, you've all said you want to be making money online in 5, 10 years. Think long term. You want to give payment options. So I want to give them an upfront option to pay for the 3 or 6 or 12 months upfront. But you also need a payment plan. You're going to miss out on a lot of sales because some people just don't have access to that money. Now, you might go, if they don't have access to money, they're not my potential client. I thought you said you're a caring, genuine coach, consultant agency and wants to help people. My prices are so ridiculously low. Even to work with me is only $500 a week if I choose you. I'm just very particular about who I choose to work with. Yeah, we're doing nearly 6-figure weeks. Why? Because we actually care. Because we add value and we focus on long term. That's why. Don't focus on making as much money as quickly as possible. Focus on long term. You'll make more money in the long run. And you'll make consistent income. If your offer is 5,000 or less, use direct debit like Go Cardless. You guys in the program know that. If it's 5,000 or more, you can use financing, not a problem. So they still get the payment plan option. But guys, offer your prospects a payment plan option. You'll get more clients, you'll help more people. Some people just simply don't have. I did a call with a guy last year that had $2 in his bank account, but it was so hungry. Who would rather work with a hungry person with no money that will find the money than a person that is just not keen, doesn't show up half the time, and has the money and pays you? Be honest. Who wants the hungry person? Over a few year period, 2, 5, 10 years, they're going to pay you more money, going to get a greater result. They're going to post that photo of them and the kids in Disney. 100% hungry. Yeah. Okay. And temporal choices, depending on your service and what you offer. Like if you're a SaaS business, software as a service, you have a membership or a subscription. We used to do this in fitness a lot with things like boot camp. If you have a membership or subscription base, you can offer a temporal option. So, for example, let's say I have a mastermind as an example. If you join for 6 months, it's I don't know. Let's say it's $50 a week. If you join for an extra year and commit to the extra year, I'll shave off $10 and make it more affordable. Now they have a sense of, well, I can choose how long and I can choose my price. Never give more than 3 options and never less than two. It should be 2 or 3 options. If you give more than 3, it's confused. There goes clarity. If it's less than 2, it's not a double bind. Who has kids? You guys have kids? Yeah. Imagine if you said, like, little Johnny is watching his favorite cartoon, Ben 10 or something. I don't know what cartoons are. And you say, he's watching his favorite. You say, come help dad or mum with the dishes. Probably going to tell you to get it stuffed, right? Imagine you use a double bind. Johnny, do you want to come? Johnny, does anyone call their kids Johnny anymore? I don't think they do. But Johnny, do you want to come and help mum do the dishes now or when Ben 10 is finished? What's he going to say when it's finished? Now, it doesn't guarantee it's going to, but that's a double bind. Use a double bind, at most 3 options. You have a rescue cat? That's pretty cute. Yeah, I like that. Michael, do you want to add anything to that, bro?
Yeah, I think you said most of it, Jason, but obviously, have a range of options, have the kind of lump sum option at a discount to get people to kind of, if you want quick cash straight away, or the weekly payment option, I find is really popular, especially in these more challenging times. But have a range of options, and most importantly, when you're on that call, get them to pay on the call. Do not wait to kind of get off the call because you've lost momentum. I have made that mistake.
100%. Dude, that's massive what Michael just said. I'm glad you added that. Who's ever gotten a sales call? They said yes. You jumped off the call, sent them paperwork, and you never got the paperwork or the payment. We do not get off the sales call without the paperwork in our email inbox or the payment in our Stripe account or whatever platform you're using. That is huge. I'll also add this as well. I love upfront payments. Let's be honest. Who likes chunks of income? I'm not saying don't take them, but you got to recognize this. Let's say I have a business coaching program and it's 3 months. Okay. And let's say Joe joins the program and pays up front. What happens at the end of the 3 months? She has to pay again. I have to resell or I have to use a continuation program. So by approaching it like a gym membership, who's ever joined a gym and paid a monthly subscription to a gym or membership to a gym? Yeah. And you sign up for a 12-month membership. Does it stop after 12 months? It doesn't. It's ongoing. The most powerful form of revenue or income we can make in 2024 is forecasted passive income. If it's not passive, forecasted, regular, consistent income is the key. That's what sets you free. You want financial freedom? That's the key. Okay. Step number 6. Is this good stuff, by the way? We're halfway. Won't take too much longer of your time. You guys enjoying this? I have never seen any coach, consultant, salesperson ever talk about this. They might exist. I've just never seen it. You want to share the massive return on investment because when you get to the price, if I go, Sandeep, brother, okay, you've got 2 options. Okay, it's $300 a week, okay, or $3 grand up front, which is easier for you. At this point, what are most your prospects thinking of? They're thinking of it as an expense, aren't they? When people are thinking of an expense, they're thinking about what they're losing or missing out on. But we're business owners. We're in business. So the focus should be on what? Return on investment. So let's say we've got L, good to see you here. So let's say L, I get on a call with L. We talk about business coaching. I've done all this stuff. I've gone through the clarity, how the program works, built increased perceived value, all that kind of stuff. And I go through the price. By the way, when I share the price, we're not ready to close because I ask interview questions. It's not part of this training, but I ask you questions and I choose to work with you. So before I get to the close, after I share the payment options, if I choose to work with you, L, quick question, how much do you charge per client per week? Like L, just quick question. Can you post in the chat? Are you listening? L, how much are you charging per client
I haven't started yet, but
just give me a price.
yeah, sorry, it will be 3,000 a month.
4 minutes.
3,000 a month?
Yes.
Okay, $750?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And that's high ticket, right? For most people, it's probably $200, $300, $400, but let's use it because we're here. So it's $750 a week. This program is $300 a week. So L, if I can help you get 3 clients in the next 3 months, everything from there is cream. Okay. So we're going to get a client a week for 12 weeks. What's your return on investment going to be? 400%. 400%. So for most of you, like just type for most of you, how much do you like? How much is it for a client per week? 200, 300, 400, 500? Let's say you charge $300 per client. Mary, it's $300 a week per client. 100, Nick is $149 a week. Nick, I help you get 2 clients. This is not an expense, it's a return on investment. I'm going to give you a money back guarantee within 30 days of launch. We do that, everything is cream from there. If I help you build, okay, we're going to aim for 20,000. We only hit half of that. What's your return on investment? You've got to expose and be very clear and share with them what their return on investment is, because it will switch their focus from expense focus to investment focus, because people spend money on investments. Okay. All delicious profit. $150 a week, 100%. Our business coaching, our group business coaching program is $150 a week if you get the early bird special. We get you 1 client. Even if we only get you 2 clients in 3 months, which is highly unlikely, you've still doubled your money. Does it make sense? So L, if you join this program, even if we only get you 4 clients in 3 months, which is terrible and unacceptable, you're in profit. Does it make sense? Make sure you point that out. No one does it. This has been so powerful for me. Ray, I don't know if you're still with me. I can't tell you how big this is for me. And you know when people say, look, I'm a bit like, oh my God, man, I don't have $300 a week right now. I get it, right? You just got to find a way to pay for the first month. You're going to get your first client in the second month. So forget about that. How do we find the $300 a week in the first month, right? And then you help them find that. So powerful. So powerful. I've never seen anyone do this, Ray. I've never ever in my 24 years of selling seen anyone. I don't know why. I didn't even know where I picked it up from. If you're working with business owners, especially if you're not working with business owner, return on investment for fitness or mindset or is a little bit harder, but you can still find it. You just need to get them thinking about their return on investment. Michael broke. He's gone. Do you want to add to that? Are you still there? Your chair is there. He left. He doesn't want to talk on this section. I'll go to the next section. We're almost done. Tip number 7, we've all heard it. We all know it. Create massive urgency.
All right, next.
Oh, good, brother. You're back. Step 7 is create massive urgency. We've all heard this. We all know this. But I want to ask you guys, how do you create massive urgency? How do you create urgency and get people to act now? David, Aldwin, Scott, G, Yatri, Joe, Julie, Kelly, Lalani, Lisa, Mary, Nick, Ray, Renee, Richard, Rasab, Sandeep, Vicky, Elena, Shah. How do we create urgency? Time, 100%. Temporal is one. Yeah, so time sensitivity is the first. There's 3 ways we can create urgency. Yep. Yep, disappearing discounts. Prices going up after this. Yep. Show consequence. Yeah, I like that. Remind them of why. Yeah, make them cry. There's nothing wrong making people cry. I mean, your goal is not to make them cry, but you should be getting people crying if you're doing your job properly. I would write this down. I've been teaching this for about 20 years around urgency and pitch decks and selling. There's 3 main ways to create urgency. Number 1 is time sensitivity. Time sensitivity. This is only available for 24 hours. The price is going up in next week. Time sensitivity. If you don't act now, FOMO, fear of missing out, you miss out for whatever reason. Something's going to not be there. The second is exclusivity. Exclusivity. We only have 3 places. We only have this price now. exclusivity. There's only 5 available. We're not going to be selling it after today. Exclusivity. There's a limited quantity, amount, places. Yeah, exclusivity. The third is my favorite. David, can't be false manipulation. 100%, bro. So I'm glad you brought this up. My number one values with selling is authentic sales. Authentic sales. It's got to be honest, authentic, and transparent. We never lie. We never, when you go to a sales funnel and you see a timer on it, that's bullshit. It's like that's what you're talking about. Be real. Like I only have 3 places, and I legit only have 3 places. 2 weeks ago, I did a post. I'm opening up 1 spot for my 7-figure program. Legit, that's what I was doing. 5 people messaged me. I chose 1. Curtis has joined the program. That's it. Somebody offered me $25,000 cash about 7 or 8 weeks ago to work with me. I said no. 100%. So authenticity is, I love that, but you brought that, man. That's crucial. Can't be false manipulation. 100%. Devontae, good to see you here. Do you want this now or in 20 years? Yeah. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago? Second time's now. Yeah. The third way to create urgency is excitement. Excitement is moving away from the pain and towards the pleasure. Those that have followed my training, I talk about the PI philosophy, passion, intensity, and energy. Because if you want people to take action, you've got to create urgency. And the best way to create urgency is to get people excited about the transformation, about the possibility, about the belief, about the things they can do for the family and their loved ones and helping people. And what's the best way to get somebody else excited? It's to be excited yourself. And you do that through your words, your verbiage, your tone, your physiology. You talk louder, you talk faster, you're more expressive, like I've done now. You don't have to be as intense as I am. But when you have time sensitivity, exclusivity, and excitement, just at the close, like if I get on a sales call with L and I'm like, hey, L, how you going today? L will be like, who the hell is this crazy madman? Right? Maybe we have a good connection beforehand, right? But we're talking about specifically after the money, after like at that point of close, right? Model excellence. Do you want to add anything to that, Michael?
Yeah, urgency is great. It's, I use this particular one, sort of, it will never be as cheaper than it is now. So people are kind of saying, you're on the fence. Maybe there's someone who has been in your circle and they're just not, you see that he's a good fit for your services, and you want to get them off that fence because it's very uncomfortable, and say, well, I've been thinking of you top of mind, and I think this is the right fit for you, and it will never be as cheap as it is now. And I've got so many people to kind of, because price and kind of cost is actually top of mind for most people. So you're getting people off that fence to end your program.
The biggest I love that, bro, because the biggest objection is price. The reason you're getting an objection around price is because people are thinking of it as an expense, not an investment. Who agrees that there's nothing more important than your health? Who wants to be the richest person in the graveyard? You're selling health. There's no better return on investment. If you do this, you're going to add, if you lose 10 kilos, logistically, you're going to add 10 years to your lifespan. What's more important? Spending $150 a week or living 10 years longer? Now it sounds manipulative. Maybe it is, but it's also I was about to swear, the truth. I haven't dropped an F-bomb yet. I've actually been pretty good, right? They're the 3 keys to creating urgency. Step number 8 is you don't have a completed, irresistible, ridiculous, magnificent offer until you have an upsell and a downsell. Your offer that you sell on a call, there needs to be 3 services. Now, there's no rush for this. It might take you 3 to 6 months, but ideally you need to have an upsell and a downsell. An ideal situation is, for example, my core offer is group business coaching. Okay, that's what I'm selling everybody into. If your core offer becomes, so if you're following our program, we focus on getting you book solid with one-on-one. Then we launch your group program because there's unlimited amount of people you can have in that. That becomes your core offer. The one-on-one becomes the upsell. Okay. But then you also want to have a downsell. That could be a mastermind, a paid Facebook group, or a course. Because the best way to deal with the money objection, if you've done everything we've already talked about, is to make it cheaper, but without cutting into profit margins, without devaluing your service. And the way you do that is simply offer a more affordable option that still helps them solve the problem or get what they want. That's all you do. And I'm going to show you a bit more about that in a second. I'm gonna actually show a pitch deck in a moment, go through that anyway, Michael. So might get you to jump on the next one. Step number 9, because you're gonna wrap it up soon. Is have a one-time offer. If you get on a sales call and you have a one-time offer that's only available before you jump off the call, nothing will create more urgency than that. Nothing. Okay. So we do verbal deals. Ray, I think Ray is there. Ray has my permission to be like, what if we throw in 5 free funnels? What if we throw in a website? What if we give you a month free VA service? It's when you have multiple services, it gets even easier. What if we throw in the free course? What if we give you 2 free sessions with Jason? Okay. And Ray's just got to be like, oh, I can't guarantee it. Let me go confirm with Jason. I'll come back to you. But have one-time offers. If you do it right now before we get off the call, and maybe, and here's my suggestion with the price. Like we actually have drop sells. Like we do deals where we sell at the highest point. You always ask the highest amount and you might go lower. So you might have a program that's 300 a week, but you're happy to take 200 a week and you offer that as a one-time offer. If you do it right now before you jump off the call, I care about you, want to help you, I'll shave off X amount of dollars. Still making huge profits. You want to do deals and it needs to be verbal. It's not on your pitch deck or your visual. Does it make sense? You need deals. Now, you've only got one. Oh, Jace, I've only got one service. It's business coaching. Okay, sell it higher. And the one-time offer is you shave off $100 or you shave off 10% or 20%. Just sell it higher. You'll get more yeses anyway. If you get a no, some people just want to say no once or twice. We have a drop sell system in place where people can say no 3 times and still get a sale. Yeah, they work amazing. Yeah, have one-time offers additional to the drop sell. Michael, would you like to add to that, brother?
Yeah, just be flexible in your pricing. You want to increase your conversions by having that, offer stack. If you're just having one core offer, you're just limiting your options. So having that value stack and making deals just increases conversions.
So Elle, you're 3,000 a month, right? And you haven't launched yet, right? So you might go, look, I'm launching at $3,000. Present it to that. You get the money objection. Say, look, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal on one condition. Oh, let's make it 2,000 a month, but you have to commit to 6 months.
Perfect.
You can do shit like that verbally. First of all, you actually make more money long term. Second of all, they're gonna be like, damn, I just got 33% discount. But you actually make more money. So you guys need to sit. I actually have a spreadsheet called the Doing Deals spreadsheet with all the things that we can do. And I encourage you to do that. Even if you have one service, you can do that. Yeah. You might throw in an extra group session or a couple of free one-on-one sessions or whatever it might be. Do deals, guys, verbally. Like if you're in, who's been in real estate? Real estate's all about deals, right? Yeah. Yeah. And lucky last, you need to take all of this, put it into a visual aid, and create a pitch deck. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we've done a lot of training on this. But a pitch deck, right, is a visual representation of all of these 10 steps in 4 slides. And I'm going to show you really quickly because I'm going to wrap this up. I've got an example of our quantum business coaching pitch deck. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me. So we get on a sales call. We're talking to Elle about business coaching. I get to the end where I'm at the close. Step 1, I capture her attention. Look at the screen. Elle, can you see the screen? Quantum business coaching. Yes, I have your attention. Okay. This is the name of the program, bright red. We choose to work with you. We're going to plug into 20K a month group coaching program. Then we boost and increase the perceived value, a checklist of what you get. Here's what you get in the business coaching program. 30-minute coaching session, this, and this, and all this. Then the clarity. You need to show them, this is a big mistake people make. You need to show them, if it's a 12-week program, show them. Week 1, this is the feature. You verbalize the benefit. Week 2, show them the feature, verbalize the benefit. Doesn't matter if you're SaaS, subscription, business coaching, life coaching, healing, or agency. This will create so much clarity. Also, making it visual will make it more tangible. And then we stack it. You get a free month VA. What? We'll pay the VA for you, 20 hours a week. And then we go through the payment options. 2 or 3 payment options. You see, our core offer is our group program. Our upsell is what is the one-on-one, and downsell is the core offer is working with one of our coaches, upsells working with me personally if I choose, downsells group program. We're launching a mastermind this year. I like to half them. So if you're charging 400 a week for your one-on-one program, your group might be 200, and then you want some sort of mastermind course for $100. Okay. Okay, in a nutshell, but I don't want to spend too much time on this, but you want to have a visual, you want to put all this into a visual aid in a pitch deck. If you're in a business coaching program, you get access to the my templates. And that's what you want to share. You want to put all these 10 steps into a visual aid in the close. It will drastically increase your conversion rate. It's very difficult to say no to what you can see. Michael, do you want to add to that before we wrap this up?
No, it goes back to kind of who you're going to believe when you tell somebody or you show somebody. Mostly when you show somebody. You know, if you historically, if you've been just talking about your offer, you know, make the switch to actually showing your offer and see how many more conversions you're going to get.
Seeing is believing. Monkey see, monkey do. Do our kids do what we tell them to or what they see us do? It always perplexes me when I see a parent yelling at the kids in the shopping center because they're yelling at them. I'm like, what? Like, what? I'm not a parent. I'm not an expert parent, but it's not rocket science, right? Now, before anyone goes anywhere, I do want to share an incredible offer with you in a moment, but who would love to have me personally and our coaches not only help you set up your pitch deck, your sales system, your marketing, but who else would like to be able to build or add to 20,000 a month in the next 6 months, 4, 5, 6 months? Who would like to be able to do that by show of hands? Would like to do that? That is an old pitch deck, Ray. I chose that intentionally because it is old. I'm not showing people the new one. Yeah. Cool. Nobody? All right, cool. Before I share with you, I do have an offer for just 2 people because it's important for me to be congruent. Before I share that with you, though, what's everyone's biggest takeaway today? What's the one thing you jotted down on a piece of paper? The aha, the one thing you realize you're not doing. Okay, I'm not creating check points. I don't have the pitch deck. I'm not creating urgency. I don't have more than one option for my payments. What's the one thing from today that you're realized you're not yet doing, you're going to apply immediately? The pitch deck for L, yeah, you need that. Nick, the ROI, I'll be honest, if someone asks me what's the biggest, besides the pitch deck, right? Pitch deck's the most important. Take out the pitch deck, the ROI thing, oh my goodness, I don't get no's. I don't get no's. You master the ROI thing? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Creating urgency? Yeah. What are the 3 key factors to creating urgency? Turn price into investment. People are thinking of an expense. It's not an expense, it's an investment. Future pacing, yep. Super excited. Yeah, the pie philosophy. It's huge. Pitch deck clarity. Yeah. ROI and pitch deck. Awesome. So here's the truth. So some of you are in the business coaching program, some of you in the group coming up, some of you hiring VAs for us. Who honestly, by show of hands, feels like your business is not growing as fast or as much as it should be? By show of hands. Who honestly, who feels like you should be growing faster? You should be helping more people and wants to have more impact. I'm on a mission to help as many of you guys make 20, 30, 50, even 100,000 a month by Christmas. And I'll be honest, I was speaking to Ray and Julie about it today. There's so many people struggling right now. It's like, it's actually kind of painful. It's really like, I'll be honest, my business is cranking. My health is amazing. I'm about to take off to Bali in Philippines. We're doing photo shoots. There's limos and champagne. Like, I'm like, you've seen my lifestyle. Like, and I just want people to join me. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, your version of. All I know that if what we're doing is not working, we have to make some changes. So I've got some exciting news that in a couple of weeks, we're launching our next group business coaching program, the 20K a month group coaching program, where we're working with just select 20, 25 people, coaches, consultants, and agency owners, where myself and our 3 international business coaches, Elle's already in it, will work with you in a 1-hour live Zoom call every week to help you set everything and anything up you need to be successful in your business. And today is only part of that. Okay, I'm going to offer a ridiculous, irresistible opportunity for just 2 people right now. 2 people will take it up. If it's not for you, I'm fine. It doesn't make any difference to me. But still stick with me just so I see how I roll this out. Here's what you get in the program. Increased perceived value. Number 1, a 1-hour live Zoom call every week for 16 weeks with me or one of our 3 top international business coaches, successful online personal trainer league. A success blueprint to reverse engineer your business and work out the KPIs and numbers weekly to build 20,000 a month. All the marketing plans and strategies you need to generate 30 to 50 leads per week. We'll help you set up your pitch deck, sales systems, scripts, avatar, all the sales SOPs you need. You'll get 24/7 access to not just me, but 3 other coaches. 4 coaches you'll get access to. There's an inner circle access. We'll even pair you up with a running buddy. There's some pre-study to do. You'll get access to that now. You get access to the entire online business course, the playbook, my audio, and more that maps out all the checkpoints to build to 20,000 a month and more. Here's the outline. Okay, let's create the clarity. Okay, preach what you practice. Here's the outline for the 16 weeks for the 20K a month group program. In the first session, we create your business plan, reverse engineer your business, lifestyle design plan, financial freedom plan, and your vision board. Yes, good old vision board. Session 2, the number one reason your business is not growing more or faster, lack of quantity and quality appointments. Second reason is your unconscious money blueprint. Many people have scarcity mindset frames because they grew up poor, and that's why you're not making a lot of money. Who's ever made more money and you keep losing it? Get your results in your business or your money. I'll help you elevate your financial money blueprint with a cool NLP process that we use. Session 3 and 4, we do this together in the session. Sales scripts, avatar, pitch deck, everything I just showed you, I'm going to do it. Who would like for me personally to help you set up everything I just went through personally? Yeah, we'll set all that up. Session 5 and 6, we've rebranded your program and your sales SOPs. We'll do a proper relaunch. People don't launch the business properly. Most people get 2, 3, 4, 5 clients from the process. Then we'll optimize your social media and implement our entire attraction marketing system and content creation planner. We launch your funnels and your offers. I help you with that. We launch your first online challenge. Okay. We launch your group coaching program. Who would like to do group coaching regularly, additional to one-on-one? Make more leverage income. I hope you do that. This is a business coaching program. So not just sales and marketing. We'll also help you with business financial systems, time management, and creating event campaigns. That's a 16-week program. When you look at that, guys, how much do you think this program would normally cost? How much do you think most people out there are charging? How much do you think most people are charging for a program like that? Or what's the value, do you think? $5K? Come on, bro. $2K? Come on. $10K? Now we're talking. $10K? I can tell you right now, I did my research. I looked into over 20 companies. The average price is $10,000 to $15,000. The average price for a program like this, for someone at the level that I'm at, making millions of dollars a year, multi-millionaire, is $10,000 to $15,000. But we're going to do a deal today, and I'm going to add a couple of things verbally as well, because you've got to verbally stack, right? My screen just froze. Today only, we're doing a 50% off early bird special, and there's 2 options for just 2 people, but don't message me yet. For the first 2 people that private message me, we're doing a 50% off special where it's normally $199 Aussie per week for 24 weeks for the whole program, everything I just shared with you. You get the replays, the recordings, live access to me, all the coaches, everything, but just 99 Aussie per week. If you're in the US, it's 66 US per week. I said to you, for $100 a week, you get a 1-hour live session. That alone would be worth it. Or you can pay up front for 50% off, $19.97 Aussie. However, first 2 people tonight to commit to this program won't just get the 50% off early bird special, which starts in 2 weeks, the 18th. It's going to be Thursday morning, the 18th, every Thursday at 8 a.m. Australian Standard Time. So morning's a better time for US and UK, for US as well. 2 things. Number 1, Julie, don't hate me too much. I'm going to throw in a free NLP certification course valued at $5,000, which gives you 3 official certifications, certified as an NLP coach, a life coach, and a timeline therapist. You'll get that free. Okay, number 1. Number 2, the other free thing I'm going to throw in is 2 free live one-on-one sessions with me, valued at $1,000. Okay, so for less than $2,000, 4-month group coaching program with me, live, and the other coaches, a live certification course that gives you official international recognized certifications, 3, plus 2 free 30-minute coaching sessions with me. I don't know how to make that any more ridiculous. That's not That's not irresistible. That's ridiculous. The first two people to private message me right now on Facebook to say I want to do the weekly payments or the upfront will get this. If you're number three, you'll still get the 50% off, but you will not get the 2 free sessions with me or the free NLP certification. It's a ridiculous. You're getting like $10,000 worth of stuff for less than 2 grand. Yeah, it is awesome. It's ridiculous. It's actually insane. Don't mess around. If you care, give people ridiculous offers and deals. So right now, send me a DM on Facebook. If you can't afford $100 a week, I call bullshit. If you can't afford $100 a week, that's a problem. I just showed you the solution. If not this, then what? If not now, then when? There's people hanging out, living on the streets down here with mobile phones. If they can afford a mobile phone, you can afford $100 a week. What's the return on investment? You pay $100 a week for everything I just share with you. I hope you get one client. Even in 4 months, you've doubled your return on investment. That's crazy, right? Anyway, makes no difference to me. Sign up, don't sign up, do it, don't do it. We're starting in just a few weeks. It's gonna be fucking epic. It's gonna be awesome. There's the F-bomb. Send me a private message on Facebook right now. I'm in for the group coaching. I want to do the payment plan, or if you want to pay up front, just get it out of the way. Much easier. There's no hidden costs, there's no other fees or anything like that. Oh, wait, there's more. I'll tell you what, the first two people to private message me will also get a free VA for 4 weeks, 10 hours a week to help you with the pre-launch every week for 4 weeks. Free NLP certification course, 3 certifications, recognized internationally, 2 free one-on-one sessions with me, and 10 hours a week free VA for 4 weeks. First two people to private message me right now on Facebook will get the offer. If you're third or more, I'll still give you the 1 month free VA. You just won't get the NLP or the 2 free sessions with me. So anyone that messages me right now in the next 60 minutes will get the 50% offer and the 4 weeks free VA service to help you with the launch. I'll cover the cost of VA, we'll still pay them. But the first two will also get the NLP certification and also the 2 sessions with me. Layers and layers of value. I don't know how to make it any easier and more ridiculous for you guys. So anyway, do it, don't do it, makes no difference to me. I just want to share with you how to create an insane, ridiculous, irresistible, magnificent offer. I've gone way over time. I want to take a moment to say, Michael, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your gold nuggets. Thank you, everyone that's joined us. Make sure you join our upcoming events. I'm going to be doing more offers. I'm going to be giving more value, and I'm going to be serving you guys. If you're not yet where you want to be, the key is to just fucking show up. You're not ready for the group program for whatever reason? Show up to events. Use and abuse me for my free stuff. I don't mind. I want to help you guys. But the biggest reason people fail is they're not bloody showing up. So all of you still watching me right now, congrats on showing up. Send me a DM right now. First two people will get all of the stuff I just said, 50% off for the group program, free NLP certification, 2 free sessions with me, and a month free VA. Even if you're the third person, you'll still get the 1 month free VA and 50% off. Act fast, they'll go fast. Also, here's a free set of steak knives. I really enjoyed that training. Hope you guys did as well. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. See everybody soon. See everyone in the next event. Thank you, guys.